I really used to be into UFOs, but the more you look into UFOs, it looks like, and that's another conspiracy theory. It looks like the government
Listen, I had a guy that was going to give me the
distraction.
full NASA deal, and when he came to the meeting, he couldn't do it. I knew this guy well. And then the next time he was going to meet with me, his heart blew up.
It blew up?
Yeah,
like a bomb in his heart?
Like they said his heart completely ruptured.
Well,
the point is, his name was Raymond Teague. And if you look at Mission Control, he was the main guy on Mission Control that controlled the cameras and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been to his house. He had national security letters from the president. He'd run like secret operations in Cambodia and Laos. He was an Air Force engineer. And he knew the whole deal. And he would say,
he knew what whole deal?
He would say, I need to meet with you and tell you everything. And he would come and start gulping. And he couldn't get it out.
Couldn't get what out?
He said he was so threatened or whatever, he couldn't tell me.
About
NASA.
He probably left and he was laughing. He was in the car.
No. Raymond wasn't.
He thinks I was having a heart
he did
attack.
tell me a lot of it.
This crazy motherfucker.
He said, Alex, your sources are right. There were advanced technologies. We were worried the astronauts might die. They had 2 teams in orbit, one with the real ships. This is not a joke, Joe.
Wait a minute.
They had one
real
with the
ships,
advanced
they had
ships.
UFOs in orbit, and they were communicating with them?
You think Kennedy and the government and everybody and Nixon are going to have this giant thing about America's #1 and not have a backup plan if the astronauts die?
Put those headphones back on. You lost your fucking mind. This weed has got you into a corner. Hold on. Let him finish there. So tell me what you're trying to say. Are you trying to say that the United States government...
Raymond Teague was going to give me the secret of NASA.
Okay.
And then he couldn't ever get it out. He
but
would
you
get
don't know
part
what
of
it
it
is,
out.
though. You don't know what it is. He
no,
never gave
they
it
had
to
a second program.
They had a second program.
But how do you know? He died.
And he told me.
But before the heart attack?
In the middle of the heart attack.
Out of a second program. No.
I met with him at the old SAC command base.
What did he actually tell you? Word for word. Or not what
he told me, he said from your analysis, your sources, you're dead on. I was in control of the video and radio communications. He was you go to TVs, it's him on TV. I mean, he's running.
That's very important, the guy controlling the camera.
No, he was on Mission Control 1.
It's pretty huge.
They had 2 backups behind that.
Are you kidding? Of course. The moon landings, are you kidding? Come on.
Well, you raised it. You wanted to know.
Oh, come on. That's ridiculous.
No, but
that's why I don't trust the government. That's why I don't trust anything
because
from
they
NASA.
ran a fake op. They didn't want to spend money. They ran a fake op with just re-entry devices and basic stuff in space and did shoot some of it. But then they had a real mission that put the reflectors and everything on the moon. We went to the moon, bro.
There's no proof of that real.
So you believe?
I don't know about that.
Well, you know that the Russian government with
Do you know how many people died in the secret space program?
Alex, you know that the Russian government. You know that the Russian government put those laser reflectors on the moon as well with unmanned probes.
Yes.
You know that, right?
And there's dead Chinese. The Chinese have been to the moon a bunch.
So that's not like the
they just
best.
Can't make it.
Nobody
there's weird evidence.
Nobody went. The damn thing's not even that far away.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
So, Alex, you think they definitely went to the moon? That just the footage is fake? Is that what you think?
Yeah, you can't bring film back through the Van Allen radiation belt to get spots all over it.
Right, but if we don't have film, what would lead us to believe that they definitely did it?
Because they had RCA cameras.
Well, they trashed all the telemetry
There's some amazing
data?
footage, right? There's amazing footage
because
of them circling the moon.
Because they put a fake launch in space in case the real mission died.
So who's in the fake launch?
And they're not going to show you the real
Who's
crap
in the
they
real?
got.
What happened? Is there any
U.S.
evidence
military
of the is there
50
any real
years
footage
in advance.
Okay.
Okay, but let him answer this, Eddie. So
it's
we got to figure this out. So what you're saying is the one that we saw on TV with Neil Armstrong, one small step for man, that's all horseshit. But the real one actually took place. They just couldn't get the film back.
But Armstrong had been on real missions.
So, yes, he definitely been on real missions. But
I don't know. He wouldn't tell me all of it. He died before we met.
The other dude.
I was meeting him the next day, and his wife called. My dad was friends with him and said, Raymond's dead.
No. The other guy. What's his name again?
Okay, Buzz Aldrin. I do know Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah.
Buzz Aldrin said, I want to come on your show. And I'm not going to get into all the heat. I know he lives here in L.A., and one time I ran into him, but let's leave it at that. And he said, I want to come on your show. And I said, all right, well, come on. And it's the only interview he said it, and he goes, I'm going to tell you, Alex, and your audience alone. He said, there is an obelisk, just like 2001. It's on the moon of Mars, the sole moon, and it's sending a transmission, and it's all real, and it's all Egypt, and there's aliens and everything else. And it's the only time he ever said it.
What?
Who said that?
Yeah.
Who said that?
Is there a clip of that?
Yeah,
Buzz
pull
Aldrin.
it up. Pull up Buzz Aldrin.
Pull that
There's
up
a clip of that?
immediately.
Dude, it was on like ABC
Immediately.
Nightly News the next day.
So
Let me see that
Do you
shit.
think he was
That was
fucking with you?
ridiculous.
Do you think he's fucking with you?
No, he was real.
Seems a feisty fella.
I can't tell you the whole story.
I think he's full of shit.
Why do you think he's full of shit? What if it's true? Can you imagine if there is an obelisk on Mars?
I think that's
and it really is communicating with us.
There's an obelisk on the moon of Mars.
The moon of Mars. Phobos? Is that what it's called?
He said we got to land there.
Dude, have you seen his Instagram, Buzz Aldrin?
No, is it good?
Oh my God,
a lot of bitches?
It's amazing.
A lot of boats.
You got to follow him.
Boaches and bitches and boats.
He's just like.
Don't you love when that?
Like, he's just.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's give
Buzz Aldrin's loving Instagram.
Let's give some
people with their habitation. We can keep track. If there's something very important to be developed from the moon, I'm not sure what it is right now.
Of course you don't.
I sure think you should identify what it is.
Eddie, you want the truth? I'll give you the truth.
No. I want to hear what he says.
You want to hear about Buzz
Alex,
Aldrin?
I want to hear, but I want to hear what he says first. Let's hear what he says. Yes.
Go ahead.
Hold it. Go ahead, Jamie.
America to make such gross expenditures again for human habitation on the moon. We can help. We can join with. Together, we can explore the moon and develop the moon.
And steal tax money. We could do it together.
Oh, bullshit. Man has not gone before.
Is this where he talks about the obelisk?
No, it's on my show. This is C-SPAN.
Visit the moon
we need to go to.
There's a monolith there, a very unusual structure on this little potato-shaped object.
We need $4 billion to go get it.
Once in 7 hours. When people find out about that, they're going to say, "Who put that there? Who put that there?" Well, the universe put it there. If you choose, God put it there.
That's like come on. That guy wants $4 billion.
I didn't even know he'd gone on another show. That's before him. That's after me.
Oh, my God.
So that's the monolith, that thing that you're looking at? Wow, that's weird.
I don't believe that shit for a second.
Okay, let me tell you about Buzz Aldrin. Okay. I was here in Los Angeles, and I can't tell you anything else.
Okay.
Look at this monolith on Phobos. Yeah. How weird.
Yeah.
It's like a weird structure.
Who knows that's a real picture? That's all bullshit.
Right.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That proves it.
Jet airplanes are all bullshit.
I don't know shit about Photoshop, and I can make that.
Okay, I'm sure you can. Can I tell you the big secret about my secret meeting with with Buzz?
Please.
Okay,
okay, please.
Let me hear the shit he fed you. Let me hear.
Well, no, Eddie, don't sound. Let's go ahead. Let him communicate.
He told me that Papa Smurf is real.
Alex Jones.
Let me tell you what he told me. He told me. He said, India is sending a probe to the moon, and they'll announce that when they crash the probe, they found the undersea frozen ice that covers the moon. The moon has dust on it. It's a big water ball. It's going to be the water we need to get off the planet when we make our big jump. So the whole point is, notice everything's laid out on the planet just perfect for humanity. We make the steps right. But it's like a video game.
Buzz Aldrin, high as fuck.
Alex,
listen, Buzz Aldrin. No, you're not listening.
He's fucking with you.
Then India crashed the probe, found exactly what they were saying. And I'm walking through an airport a year later and look over, and it says India discovers water on the moon, and it's all water.
Well, they've definitely discovered water on the moon, right? That's pretty
what
much
they
confirmed.
said.
But Buzz Aldrin told me about it a year before.
Is that right? Am I correct in saying they found water on the moon?
Are they still briefing Buzz Aldrin? Is he going to the meetings and they tell him shit?
Listen.
He went to the moon.
You want to get into
every
stuff.
meeting.
I don't get into all this stuff, okay? I'm telling you, Buzz Aldrin told me in a year it's going to be on the news that they discovered water with a probe they're sending before they were even sending a probe in the news. They let India, quote, find it. Because the U.S. already found it. It's already been on the moon. God knows how many times. The word is they got military bases on the other side.
Alex.
Dude, we had nuclear subs in the 50s. What do you think we got now?
So you think they have wait a minute, they have bases on the moon?
Well, I'll never get into all this stuff.
Right. Don't do that.
But let's just say it's super advanced.
So you really think that they have some sort of a base out there?
Just like I told you, the NSA spying on you with keywords?
That's so far away. Why wouldn't they just do it on the desert somewhere? What is this? MIP detected water on the moon way back in June. Huh.
They're dropping disinfo on you, Alex.
Well, I mean, Buzz Aldrin tells me they're going to announce India finds water on the moon.
Oh, my God. Buzz Aldrin. Follow him on Instagram and then come back to me with some Buzz Aldrin.
The Moon Impact Probe.
I'm only telling you what Buzz Aldrin told me.
Look at this. The Moon Impact Probe, which crash landed at a designated site on the lunar South Pole on November 14, 2008, had picked up some clear signatures of water during its 25 minutes descent.
That's why they crash it.
Yeah, Mr. Nair said at a press conference here on Friday. Interesting.
Hey, you know what? When it comes to space, Alex, that's not your forte. But one thing I wanted to ask you, Buzz Aldrin is telling you shit.
I'm going to attack him. His back's hurt.
Follow Buzz Aldrin on Instagram and then come back at me. you.